Hello everybody, it's Coach Diane coming to you live. Tonight is Thursday, December 14th. We have 11 days before Christmas, believe it or not. Who is ready out there and who is not? I'm not there. I am starting to get some presents together, but I don't have many. Anyway, hey Joe, how are you tonight? Thanks for dropping by. I am a little late in getting on my live tonight, but better late than never, right? So, as I take a sip of my water, I haven't got my water in today, and this is my little prop. Today I'm talking about dehydration, and dehydration is a year-round concern. And I don't know, a lot of us may not know, but the body is made up of about 60% of water. So, yes, ready or not, Christmas is coming. Yes, it'll be here whether we're ready or not. And, yeah, and that's kind of how I look at it, Joe. You know, I'll get there. I'll rush around to the last minute and get things done, but I'll get there. So, anyway, so we're talking about dehydration tonight. As you all hop on, please make a comment and say, hey, let me know that you're on. Right now, all I see is that Joe is on here, but I see I have three viewers. So hop on when you hop on. Please tell me where you're coming from, and just say hey in the comment section. Oh, hey, Bianca, how are you? Nice to see you. 2 Floridians are joining me. It is so cold up here in Virginia. Oh, hey, Ashley, you know how cold it is, don't you? It is cold up here. The wind chill is killing us, and it is only 11 days before Christmas. We normally get this kind of weather in January, so I am not used to it. Yes, thank you. Yes, awesome topic, dehydration. We think of dehydration being a summer concern, right? Or maybe not a summer concern, but those of you that are in Florida or closer to the equator where it's still hot, it is an issue. But here in the cold, cold winter, it is still an issue as well. And as I was getting ready to say, our bodies are made up of 60% water. And I have a couple of interesting percentage points here. This is from the Journal of Biological Chemistry. And do you know how much percentage of water our brain and our heart is? It is actually between those two organs, it's 73%. Our lungs are 83% water. Our skin, which is the biggest organ of our body, the largest organ of our body, is 64% water. Our muscles and kidneys make up 79%, and our bones make up 31%. So of that 60% of our body, that's how those specific organs are divided out. And I thought that was rather interesting, their percentages, the numbers on that. So, why do we need to stay hydrated? Why do we need water? Well, water does a variety of things for us, right? It helps our organs to function better. It aids in our digestion. The water gets carried throughout our bodies and helps elimination. We eliminate most of the body waste through urine with the water. But it also helps in digestion, and it carries nutrients from our foods into our blood and throughout our body. It helps us control blood pressure. So those of you that may have blood pressure issues, you want to make sure that you stay hydrated. It also helps lubricate your joints so you're not achy and creaky all over the place. The skin, as I mentioned, is our largest organ in our body. And when skin is dry from dehydration, our skin gets dry and wrinkled, and that's from a dehydration. And water also helps regulate our body temperature. That's it regulates our body temperature, and that's through the sweating and the respiration. So water is very, very important to our whole system, right? So some of the signs that you may be dehydrated, you may have a dry mouth. You may not have, when you don't have enough water, you're not producing enough saliva, so that in turn can create you having a dry mouth. Your skin may be dry or flushed. Your muscles may be beginning to cramp up. That's why a lot of athletes need to stay hydrated. How much water is recommended to drink to stay hydrated? That's going to depend. What I suggest is half of your body weight in ounces. So say you were a 200-pound person, you should be drinking 100 ounces a day of water. Now, obviously, if you're exercising and you're sweating, you're going to need to be replacing that as well. So it really depends on your body weight, how active you are, how much you are sweating and perspiring, but you do need to stay hydrated with at least half of your body weight. Now, some people will say, I can't drink that much. There's times when you can drink too much, and that'll throw your electrolytes off in your body, and that's not good. Your electrolytes are your potassium, your chloride, your sodium, and there's one more right now, I can't think of it. But if you drink too much, you can throw that off. However, most people don't have that issue. And if your electrolytes are off, your doctor will be telling you that. You may be taking potassium pills or things like that. Or it may tell you to increase your sodium if your salt intake, if your sodium is too low. But all of those help keep your body in a homeostasis place and to keep your body regulated. That's why water is so important. So there is different thoughts about how much water a person can drink, but for the most part, like I said, magnesium, yes, that's another one. Potassium, magnesium, sodium, yes, and chloride, I guess, is the other one I was thinking of. Anyway, and going back to being dehydrated, 60% of your body is weight. So if you lose 1 to 2% of your body water, you can become hydrated with just that small of amount. So that's why if you are exercising, like I said, you should be taking in more water to replace that. So back to the signs of dehydration. Having headaches can be a sign of dehydration. Dizziness or drowsiness, those are also signs of dehydration. There's times you may think you're hungry and your stomach gets to growling and things like that, but you just ate 45 minutes ago. Well, you might not be hungry, but your body may be telling you it's time to hydrate. So drink some water and give your body time to get that throughout your system, and then if you're still hungry, maybe try eating a small snack and giving yourself a little bit more time. But sometimes being hungry can be because you don't have enough water in your system. So 3 ways that you can stay hydrated. One is to carry a water bottle with you. And I left my water bottle at work, but I have a 74 ounce, it's almost 75 ounce water bottle that I try to make sure I take with me every day, and I try to drink that. Now, so that's the one suggestion I have for you. If you have like just a regular water bottle that you might take to the gym, or if you do, the water bottles from the store, those are almost 17 ounces depending on what brand you're buying or size you're buying, but that's about 17 ounces. So if you drink so many of those, take some of those with you in a bag to work, right? I do that on the days I forget my water bottle, or I just don't have time to filter my water in my water pitcher. Another way to get more liquids in is to drink more warm or hot drinks and or food. So I like drinking tea, hot tea throughout the day. I drink green tea, I drink black tea. Some people at night will drink chamomile to help relax them before they go to bed. So those are also ways to take in more water, but you still want to make sure that you're taking in as much water throughout, plain water throughout the day as you can. Soups are good as well, but you don't want the creamy base soups. You want like the vegetable soup, the broth, or actually vegetable broth or chicken broth is good as well. That I like when I'm not really feeling so good. I might heat up some chicken broth and sip on that when I just don't feel good. And that's a good way to get some more liquid in. And the third way I'm going to suggest for you all is to eat more fruits and vegetables. Lettuce is 95% water. So, of course, you want to make sure when you're eating lettuce that you're taking in a lettuce that has some type of nutritional value to it. A lot of times we used to eat just regular iceberg lettuce, and then you find out that there's no nutritional value to it because it is so much water. But there are different types of lettuce that are good for you, that you can get that extra water through, but you need the nutrients as well. I like to eat romaine lettuce. That's one of my favorite lettuces, and that has good nutrients in it as well. Fruits and vegetables. Watermelon is high in water. But you have to be careful with that because that has sugar, and if you're watching your sugar, you might not want to eat too much of that. But there are other fruits and vegetables out there that you can take in that do help with getting the water in. I love cucumbers. Cucumbers are a good, actually they're considered a fruit. I didn't know that. Did you all know that? If you're out there and you knew that, or you didn't know that, put in there, I didn't know that, or I do know that. I just posted something in my Facebook group, Coach Diane's discussion, about cucumbers and the benefits and the nutrients of cucumbers. And the article I got that information from actually called it a fruit. And I'd never really thought of it that way. I know tomatoes are considered to be a fruit. But I'd never thought of cucumbers. I always thought they were vegetables. So, if maybe if you know more about that, type it in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. So those are my 3 ways to stay hydrated. Remember that even though it's not hot outside, you still need to stay hydrated. It is important in the winter time to drink plenty of fluids. Again, the skin, I know my skin gets really dry, and I can see the wrinkliness to it. And you can even do a little tactile thing. I know we do that with the elderly. You can, kind of pull on your skin and see how quickly your skin goes back down. And so there's lots of things that nurses do to check an elderly person's skin to see if they're dehydrated. And in elderly people, I know dehydration can cause some dementia type issues, to where they have just problems with that. So even the elderly have need to keep their water levels up as well, because it can cause some dementia issues. So make sure you drink plenty of waters. Seed bearing, yepper, seed bearing. You mean the Joe? You mean the cucumbers? Anything that's seed bearing? You've got yeppers, seed bearing. I guess that's what you mean. I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you got some useful information out of that. I really enjoyed the statistics that I gave you about the percentages of certain organs of water weight that they are. So if you enjoy this information and found it useful, and you know somebody else that might think it is useful as well, please share it out with your family and friends. Remember to stay hydrated, winter and summer. It is a year-round concern for many people, and I appreciate you all hopping on tonight. Sorry I was a little late, but that's how life goes. But I did want to get on. Oh, and today is day 23 of my 30-day challenge. I think in my video that I did yesterday, I said it was day 21. It was actually day 22. But unless I write it down, I can't keep track of it, right? But I am coming into the end of my 30-day challenge. If you all have any topics that you would like me to talk about, please share that with me. And if you want to continue the conversation and learn a little bit more about what fruits and vegetables are have more water in them, I invite you to join me in Coach Diane's discussion. If you're interested in joining our group, put a yes in the comment section, and I will add you to the group, and you can join in with our topics and our discussion. So thank you again for joining me tonight. And those of you in Florida, stay warm. I saw where the other day it dipped down, and you all were pretty cool too for down there. But enjoy your evening, what's left of it, and I love you guys, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.